The Lagos State government says it is ready to partner and encourage any group, individual or association that is willing to promote sports in the state. The Executive Chairman, Lagos State Sports Commission, Dr. Kwenku Tando, said government's decision to partner interested groups is due to the need to encourage sports development in the state. The LSSC boss was speaking in Lagos during the awareness campaign for the upcoming Cycling Lagos 2018 edition. Dr. Tando said the government is keen on promoting sport like cycling among enthusiasts, professionals and corporate organizations in the state due to its health benefits.
For us in Lagos State and in line with the vision of His Excellency Governor Akinwumi, we encourage the partnership of the private and the public sector with sports and sporting activities. And cycling is an event that has not just competitive value, but is also a sport that encourages healthy living and good physical activities for people. So it's a good idea, it's a good initiative, and for us at the Commission, we support it. It is not a sport that the public sector alone handles, and that's why even this year alone, I think we have about 3 or 4 major cycling events that are coming up. All of these are being organized by the private sector, and we are coming in to support and to participate. Cycling is an event that requires a lot of funding in terms of the equipment and all that, and that's where the private sector comes in. In Lagos, we are privileged to have quite a number of cycling clubs, and in these cycling clubs, you have high net worth individuals, corporate organizations that are supporting them. So that synergy in ensuring that we can bring the cycling club activities to the schools is where we want to have that linkage between the private and the public sector.
According to a group promoting cycling in the country, Cyclinglagos, it is important for people to take up cycling as a sport. Head of the group, Soji Adeleye, called on Lagos State government to put in place policies that will help cycling develop in the state.
Cycling is a very exciting sport. And then too, there is also the fact that the culture of cycling could be seen as a sign of development in an environment. Environmental people appreciate the need to stay healthy, and then people can actually see the relevance of cycling as an alternative means of transportation. Particularly, but in Nigeria in particular, I think there is a necessity for us to begin to understand the need that if you live in an environment where there is provision for all segments of the society, that's a society that is progressing. So what the culture of cycling does, because of the need for government now to make provision for people to cycle, that's the provision of cycle path. That means that when government is thinking of road construction, it's not just about the cars. They're also looking at the bicycle paths, and they're also looking at the pedestrian walkways. It's a recognition of the fact that there's a need for space for everybody in the society. The category of races is not just limited to professionals. So there is a children race, which is actually about grooming the younger generation so that they can actually start riding from the very early age and make it a lifestyle. So, one other thing is that we are hoping that if we are very serious about the advocacy of what lifestyle change can happen due to cycling, I think we'll be successful at the end of the day. For the professional, it's about 1.5 million naira. The winner, and then the second person about 750, and then there's also something for the third person.
I love cycling. I love doing what guys can do. I don't like doing really sports that ladies are really much, because cycling, ladies don't really come for cycling because they think cycling is a sport that is very, very hard.
A female cyclist, Mary Oyebola, and a cycling coach, Olushola Oyebola, say they face some challenges in the sport which they want governments to attend to.
Government has much to do on cycling, especially the sports. The reason why I say that is that really government are not encouraging that we are cyclists, because many of us, we're just doing because we really have interest in it.
Government they are the best to support sports.
Correspondent David Taylor reports that Cycling Lagos is aimed at promoting